Hi guys, welcome back to my happy kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a very fluffy nice sponge cake. Just a plain vanilla sponge. It's amazing, very fluffy, and you can use it for your vanilla sponge cake or just white forest. Yes, so you start by separating your egg whites from egg yolks. Okay, so separate 4 eggs. I use 4 large eggs for this particular recipe, so go ahead and separate and make sure no yolk enters the egg whites. They need to be just egg whites and egg yolks. Okay, so here it was 4 yolks and the egg whites. So add a little bit of vinegar so that you can just be sure that your eggs won't deflate. So start mixing, but the vinegar is or lemon juice is optional, just 1 teaspoon. Okay, so go ahead, start on medium speed, just start mixing your egg whites until they are very foamy and they form soft peaks. Okay, I'll show you a trick on how to check if they are well done. So just keep mixing, and then just to ensure that they are well done, if you turn the bowl upside down, it's not supposed to fall or they're not supposed to slide. So if they're sliding a little bit, the egg whites are not ready. So continue mixing now at a higher speed. So I mix at speed 4. So mix, and then now check again if they are stiff. So the method, you can either take a spoon, pick a little bit of the egg whites and just check, or just turn the bowl. If the egg whites do not fall, then your egg whites are ready to go. So the next step is to go in and add in your 1 cup of sugar, and then add in the flavor that you are going to be using. It's a sponge cake, you can add any flavor that you fancy. For me, I added just clear vanilla essence. Okay, since I was making a vanilla sponge. So go ahead, add the sugar and then mix until all the sugar is dissolved. Okay, you want all the sugar to be dissolved, so mix at a medium high speed, either 3 or 4. Also, you can use a stand mixer for this, but I find it really doesn't do the job, especially if it's just a small cake. Okay, because some of the egg whites just remain down there. So the a hand mixer is much better. It gives you a quick job. Then after the mixing the sugar and it has dissolved, go ahead and add in your egg yolks, the 4 egg yolks that you had separated from the egg whites, and now mix all that beautiful mixture together until everything is beautifully combined. All right, so the eggs, the egg whites, the egg yolks, the sugar, and the flavor, it gives you a very beautiful batter, you guys, very smooth. Then go ahead and add in a 1/4 cup of oil. Okay, oil when it comes to sponge cakes is optional, but I find there's a very big difference if you add oil and if you do not add the oil. The sponge tends to be so dry if you do not add the oil. That's why you find like some sponge cakes are very dry, but a little bit of oil goes a long way, so it remains fluffy but still moist. Can you get that combination? Yes. So after adding your oil, now add in your 1 cup of flour. You don't need baking powder for this particular recipe, or for any sponges for that matter, but if you feel like you're not sure about that, go ahead and just use self-rising. So go ahead, add in your flour bits by bits, and then there's a clip that I lost. I was adding a 1/4 cup of milk. Okay, towards the end I added a 1/4 cup of milk. I lost that clip, apparently my phone was not recording. So I've added your 1 cup of flour. Make sure your flour, you've sieved it and you've added a little bit of salt, a pinch, and then adding your 1/4 cup of milk as well, and then keep mixing on low speed at this point. Alternatively, don't be like me, just use a spatula if you're not sure. Okay, but for me, I use the low speed. I just doubled the clip so that this is a video, I want it to not to be too long. So after mixing, go ahead, spray or apply butter and flour on your baking tin and bake for 45 minutes. But first, after 30 minutes, check if it's ready, and then go ahead, bake, and voila, your sponge is ready. So beautiful, guys. So this was that night, and then this was the following day. I let it stay in the fridge for a day. I just put a little bit of strawberry filling in the middle, and I was enjoying it. It goes perfectly well with this recipe. You can use it for any sponge, any recipe that